I don't come back today for can't talk about things when they happen. How we on sweet hearts alone. I know we all. Oh, let we live for do them bad things them. We they feel most alone. I know we all. Oh, we yard. Famul, this na you yard. Once a plenty thank you to the one that will subscribe to we channel and we don't like, comment and share with video.
And we want to say plenty thank you to una we get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Burn una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you.
If you just join me today, we want to say do ya press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post the video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video them. Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All waiting you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don't help me for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. We do more. Thank you for we don't help me for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Hello to we good people them inside this one big family house. Of course, now welcome to the program, una day-to-day program where we can bring to una for inform una about things them where they happen now we are more especially the good, the bad, and the ugly. But as things them they happen inside we are today, now two don't famous. Inside the three we are the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think the bad and the ugly don't take over we are than the good. No go no side. As we get plenty things them today for discuss with you inside the basket.
You
Deal
know
with
say,
me as we the talk.
You know say even when the world gets corona and then been put restriction on fly, even we caretaker we not being conscious say the fly. You know say then get plenty billions where they say they use pan fly even when the world not the fly.
Of course.
So side and then come on now. What happen?
Since now your uncle, why you know they take the chance for ask him? Now me they can't ask. You want to increase me what?
Not up and bad. The thing where they say 27.4 billion on overseas travel. Let me read exactly. This person say is sickening. He said, do you know that in 2020, when most parts of the world imposed travel restriction, pauper government spent 27.4 billion on overseas travel, less than the over 40 billion that they expended in 2019 on the same travel. So in 2019 na 40 billion. In 2020 na 27.4 billion. Even when the world not be the travel. Who side them travel go now?
So I go let for ask you question now.
Are they listen?
It shock you?
This is current me.
Na caretaker. It tell una about a new direction.
Yeah.
It tell una about stop the leakages. Yeah. So now the leakages that they stop. So if you travel, you spend 40 billion. Come on. Not a better thing.
But yeah, I think not a better thing. 27.4 billion. Even when they know they travel, but they spend 27.4 billion.
27.4 billion.
If even he pass, he reach 100 or 50 or 40, that's not a better thing. Now the leakages they can't take the try for block. The loopholes them. You don't do mathematics now school. Now I can begin to do mathematics.
I be the try for calculate to say outside and go.
Buddy, you not concern
okay,
you.
I don't know. That is very important travel. I don't understand. You not be know about that travel. They last show you outside and travel.
No, wait. Who's one back here take and travel away important? Tell me what.
Now they can tell you so now.
Make a hear.
It travel from State Lodge to Bonds. It travel from State Lodge to State House. It travel from State Lodge, State House to Lunge. We go launch the airport.
Okay.
It travel and go all a small program them. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. So 27.4 billion I spend on all and then after the
27.4
billion leons. Then after the
not a million, no billion.
Billion leons.
Wow.
After the ease the restriction small, he used part of them for go Côte d'Ivoire, for go Guinea, then at the half. But apart from that, the ENWF no more 27.4 billion leons for go bonds.
Yeah, you.
Polymorph, yeah, you. For go bonds, for go State Lodge, State House, for go launch the bridge in Alunge 27. But not so big money than they.
But that I tell you first.
And it's small. At least if 2020 at least then sorry for we then spend 27.4. 2019 will not be faint by the game, then spend 40 billion. So because of faint by the game, they made them slack power small and spend 27.4 billion. So 2021, 2021, we wait for your waiting and spend back. They wait. Because I'm not facing a big deal and they will have small money they spend so.
We'll have to up and think and check.
Who that they think and waiting?
Okay.
I beg. I not think say I just been try for ask question no more. Inside the program today. You know, say let's tell you something. Sometimes then when they talk some word, you get for be careful about that.
Waiting down the mean.
But for even interpreting the caretaker talk, they jelly for that one day.
But I make the one called cyber crime no.
This even with or without cyber crime, that's how they operate. One thing the way the caretaker say, hello, pray for leader. We get the country at that, eh? We go make move before. If you team up how they call this place? Cutting tree, eh? And talk that same word day, then they arrest you and then they send you go jail for that. Because they don't sentence that man where we just can't say caretaker bail for ANWF they for repent because of the things where then they do. They don't sentence preacher man like any man. They don't sentence and brother. When it comes to that the gist now. Inside the APC, Peter Conteh again. The convention it go all or it not go all because one set of rumour where they go on, say the convention go on, but another set of thing we don't come out from court. It's like see that convention where they say they go on. And not the right again, no, nothing like that, then they go on again. Peter Conteh ready for now. It don't really time belts for now. And NCRA, National Civil Registration Authority, I don't know why I like for call a commission. They don't extend the registration. You know, we've been talking about 10 days. They don't add another 7 days on top. So that's 17 days now, yeah? And this and plenty other things than they for you inside the program today. Light storage, Kailan. Weep, weep, weep.
Wee.
Light storage, Kailan.
And
your own business, Danny. Your own business, yeah? So first of all, let me go to NCRA. And listen, waiting, then talk about this registration. When they come back just now.
That's quite true. For the Western region, and even the all other regions, we don't set aside 10 days for this particular confirmation. The 10 days for the confirmation, we not set aside just because of like rule of the thumb. This is not thing where we don't pilot. We even the time where somebody they take for go to the confirmation process, we test all around it. It be very easy, but it gets a caveat. The caveat is if you get your voter ID card.
When you say not test the time, for instance, Mr. Javombo, we set your own time here, NCRA. We do the process with you. Would not be the minute?
The minute was from 3 to 4 minutes. If he gets all you document them correct. Something less. That is, you will get 3 or 4 minutes when you actually get 3 or minutes or so, when you actually get a lot of changes for do. If you not get any changes for do, now for confirm no more, it's less than 3 minutes.
But you know some people they go to 10 minutes as we speak.
Yes. The Naimeka say it gets some explanation, it gets some caveat.
Okay.
Like me, Abubakar Javumbo, I go now to that confirmation center. I can go me voter ID card. Because the voter ID card, like now the key to the system. Because on the voter ID card, it get what to call the ID number. That ID number is specific, is unique to every other person. So when they key in that number, no other person in detail know they come. You will get that voter ID card. Now you own detail they come. It they pop up as you press enter. It they pop up. When it don't pop up, Abubakar first name correct yes, Javombo correct, then spell and correct yes, date of birth correct yes, the address correct yes, phone number correct yes. The second phase now the parental information.
Okay.
Your mama name correct yes, your papa name correct yes, you residential correct yes. You understand? When then they don't done, you picture the document where you can go. You put where the document where you can wait for confirm all these details. I pull the document, I lay on, then hang a camera on top and then snap on. You confirmation done. Pass them for right now those details na paper then cut and give.
So in the situation you change your address, you do again.
No, this is not the normal one. I don't tell you.
Okay.
The other one, the other level. You don't care go you voter ID card, all things correct, but you get series of changes for make.
Okay.
Me Abubakar, I've spelled me Abubakar as one word, but in the system, the person who been forced do am is separate the Abu from the Bakar. You understand? First, when they separate and Sunday, then they get a hyphen, you get for delete the hyphen, the Bakar is spelled with a capital letter, you get for turn the B to a lowercase. You understand? You dey spend time there. You come on there, let's say if you get some error with the surname, you also get for change that one day. You come and say, okay, even this address, I may don't move from this particular address, and this other address are there. You also get for type that one day. You come on there, you go to your phone number, no, this phone number, I may get this, if you don't lost, now a new phone number I get. You understand? You also get for type that one day fresh. You come on there, go to the parental information. Me mama name, they not been spelled and fine. You understand? I mean, the sooner like it will take longer than the first one. Then you also get another complex one, way complex part the second scenario. Somebody don't come at this center, you know get in voter ID. He say me voter ID card now we been this Susan's Bay because that's not the thing now we get.
Yeah.
Now we been this Susan's Bay, this fire accident, all me things they don't born. Fine, it happen. All man know what happen at Susan's Bay. It happen. You understand? And not get voter ID card. We ask you. You get, when you been the register today, they ask you for phone number. You get remember that phone number. In the case where the person remember in phone number, it is as simple as the first scenario where you get your voter ID card. Okay, the person say, okay, I remember. I don't go to that thing. I know I go to. Then the person say, no, I don't remember, but I get 3 phone number. Try them back. Try the first one, no come. Try the second one, no say. Try the third one, it come. As it cancel, it is as simple as the first one. You get somebody where you don't go, me voter ID card, I don't lost them. You remember the number? No, I'm not able to remember the number. Then you go to the other level. You get for give you the name where you been give trade. The mama in name where you been give trade. You papa in name where you been give trade. If you able remember all those names correctly, as we key and in so, if they come up direct, it is as good as you will get the voter ID card. But believe you me, people in there, you won't believe this, but in fact, it has happened not to once, not to two times, it don't happen more than 20, 30 times. Somebody they go. You ask them, waiting are your name? It show in name. Waiting are your mama in name? Law come from the papa because sometimes the papa in name can be complex. Yeah. Sometimes somebody they born, you don't even know the power we born. But at least your mama we born you. Before Sabiam. Waiting are your mama in name? They begin for scratching aid. Oh, your mama in name? Okay, try Bendu. Where you put Bendu? You know they appear. You know what thing they cause and they, you know, I say difficult for belief, but why that is possible? I dey give a clear example of me own little cousin wey come. In mama, asabi in mama, asabi in mama, in papa with all other parental person wey can. They say don't lost in voter ID card. Now ask am, give me your mama in name. Asabi in mama in name, but I no put am. I say give me your mama in name. You know what I give? In mama dey na village. In mama in small sister, where e dey with na Waterloo. Na in small sister in name Migi.
We're not saying the system.
Not to Indian. The way me they go register. Na in biological mother in name na Igi. Now where they come for can do the confirmation. Na in mama in sister Igi. Wait, na in mama in sister in name Igi. You understand? So in that case, you go use 3, 4, 5 minutes for find that one great person. And people then queue na the line, they no go get that patience. Now they the confusion on the beginning.
I can make some possible verification process.
If as long as you don't give the correct information, you can do the elect na 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you information no they ever pop up. Sometimes they give okay, go na the NCRA headquarters, let them go verify. So they find out say a lot of people they stream in. But back. Really, if you get all thing direct, as you go, you know they say at all.
So now in that one day, basically waiting then the try for say, you know say people then they request for make NCRA able for extend this convention for let them extend the registration, yeah. And then NCRA been say okay then they extend them na the western, urban and rural 10 more days, yeah. So now they don't look inside the matter again and say that they add other 7 days on top of this. So please. If you not do your verification yet, go out and go verify yourself. If you not register it at all, not scared, you get opportunity. Go to the center, who said they do verification and go register you, okay? And at least, I'm curious tell you say, go take free one. Because if you wait, then done all of this process, where you want to, you pay for them. We don't know the price, so, and at the field say for be 50,000 and over. So go and take free card, yeah? So I think saying that just that demo we get for you, you know exactly waiting at your position where you for take with regards all of this, because now only way you take them, you get way out. Because most of the time when you get, if you get to that for the send for you not the row, you get for the go do any other thing, most of the time you get for the say ID card. And that old one, not the work. And the voter ID card, they reach points and they scrap them because they get for the other registration. So please go out now and register. Except otherwise, if you get something for say.
Well, I think the information don't go for say, I don't know, they don't come and tell everybody. We just play to people for go and do the right thing. You know? No way tomorrow, if you get a gun, will say, na this or na that, because we had for any little thing will happen, we quick for cry and call government. So now the same government don't pull what say make people and go and register. Please, we serve the help the government for tell we people them say make them go out in number and do this registration and forget about that.
Okay, now we'll go quick one up na Kaila so we fumble them. But waiting I want for tell you. I want you listen to the last person where they talk na this clip, yeah? Because the first person we try for interview them people here, try for say light don't come. But listen to the last person of the clip and then you go catch something out of that day. Now this program we can always tell you say pay attention to where people them they talking to. So this one assignment, pay attention, listen, and then I want to see what you think, what you hear. na the comment box, yeah? Until then, we'll come back just now.
Doris. Okay, Auntie Doris. Now, Kailan over years, I'm not seeing light at all. Then it's over years, you not see any semblance of more at Kailan. So how you feel today how you feel when you see Kailan, the first version of what you saw at Kailan? So how you feel as a business person?
The very day where I see truck counts, where I see people in the dance, I come on and that's what I say, look how it's moving. I be so excited. Because me and the kind person, the kind business already. I go over 5 places. And I like me to use the day when I see that, I'll be really glad. Because I get generator. But even from yesterday, I never provide generator. I change oil, buy diesel, I put it up to 100,000. I go for starter, nothing. So it just beats me off as you know. So from yesterday to this hour, I never for sale. Because if somebody can say I want to drink, you know, class we can go all the way Chico, go Pen Block, to me. I'm really glad. I really want to say from today to the ending of this month.
How are you? I can know your name, please. Okay, Mr. So, how you feel when you don't see this? Over years, Kailan not get light. You don't see any semblance of light over 40 years, according to history. How you feel exactly as a business person?
I feel fine.
You feel fine?
Yeah.
Okay. You can take us through how you feel exactly as a business person?
No, I really appreciate because a very long time we not get lights.
Okay.
We the train.
Okay.
No lights, we buy generator, the phone now and
Okay.
we buy some certain thing and they for light no more back. Sometimes we charger.
Okay.
They even take hours.
Okay.
Some hours to go off.
Okay.
So they can't get light now.
Okay.
I really appreciate.
So how do we affect the business? When we get light, how do we affect the business?
Sometimes we
As a
cannot get
pharmacist.
lights and the local gun house.
Okay.
Because this is not drug business, not poison.
Okay.
The joke outside the key.
Okay. And now you can't get light. So how you welcome the news? From there you can't get light.
I appreciate.
You appreciate so much. So you think about taking people of Kailan and the nation as a whole?
Yeah, I just tell them thank you.
Okay. And to the government, you talk to the president as well.
Also, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Una afternoon. Una really appreciate Una, the people of Kailan. First, I want thank you. From the first day where we can, Una be accept we with open arms. We walk my way and reach now the ground. Una treat we like visitor, not a stranger. So I be want tell Una boku thank you. Then back, of course, the government of Sierra Leone, and then give me the chance for let we do this contract for Una. And we really appreciate the opportunity for we help the government of Sierra Leone for help develop Kailan. You know, so now we all want to develop salon, forget lights, forget better life for we all. So, what did the chairman be say? For a short say, we they try for fight for done this thing by December. Of course, now the duration of the project. So, by the grace of God, we will fight on. We don't fix this first pool, now run, we can't run now. You know, so now this is not the starting line. Once we don't fix this pool, we forget Boku work where they happen. So, although we try to develop Kailan one time, yeah? So, when I think.
Okay, so you get the joke inside the whole thing now. They don't fix the first pool. And what happened? Then just don't fix pool first. The first pool they don't fix inside Kailan. And then we get this guy, they ask people if they're glad for the light we don't come. Example.
But for God's sake, why this new direction, but not the left propaganda? Why?
It's a propaganda and a part of this thing. I listen to I don't forget this guy name. Now one popular orator. He talks it can surprise when people and they spend lots of time for explain waiting they don't do. He say most of the time you don't need for talk, just shut up and allow waiting you don't do for talk for you. But in not a
But of course, my brother, action speaks louder than voice. You know
they happen that way again.
I don't understand this government. it's like they don't even take the country serious. And Charlie's ruling, the caretaker, the rule we had. Wait to make I talk this. Now the government this where I see the best time for talk, the best time for make papi show. They go just get at themselves. They go make one buffer. They sit down, cook fine, eat fine, drink fine. They say they can launch this. We don't can make this development. From there now we see it don't do.
Miss.
They don't do it several times. Now we had. Of course, the person where they do this interview, we can tell una say we get people like waiting caretaker, been talk waiting the prayer we caretaker can pray say, make God give we a leader we get the country at heart. Where even at the present caretaker, and I talk that's what tell you say, you know, even though it functions as a caretaker, he don't accept say, he don't feel we. He don't get the country at heart. Now, so it turn like back the so-called freestyle journalism right now who gets now we had. Where any small thing, somebody go take a phone, go video. The next thing, you don't send on social media because they know they pay it very cheap. So myself now, somebody they get a connection. You know, even get connection on your phone. Where when I listen, waiting this a young man or old pub, you cannot see his face. I don't know if you find no one Gongole, I don't know. Waiting in the talk, it come with the impression like the lights don't already electrify na Kailau until the mercenaries them where they come with when that black white man will talk, when himself I believe say don't in a salon, we don't know if we talk now right and for us go talk and for help we hype this government, we don't know because we know this government for hyping. The man they ask the people like they like now they enjoy the facilities so that they enjoy. Now one great poll force, they just don't go pino, but just because they want to put on social media for make people feel say, oh, new direction, they do fuck on. Una don't do it, una don't come and go and look at you see caretaker old block, the old travel, it's on Messina, it puts block. Yeah, yo, Tara talk, Fatima, make video, una for compliment me, man. We can't get new airport today.
Hey, new airport. Thank you, President Bio.
Una come on, they will see who say una don't sell polo in a party office. Lunge Bridge, now the last polo they do so. Take today, one pillar will not see it. Una don't can tell we bakery, una make papi show, they can't wait in bread, they can be common now we had. Tell now, when they begin mix the flour, take today, the flour not mix it. So I don't know where to make this government, or they just sit down, make they do something, make we the people see and now say, now mother be don't do this so when the part don't try. Then some of their senseless advice to make na social media, they don't make sense.
You see, una
people don't face power, una shame.
Una need for give we praise. When we do good, na praise we. We don't care go light na Kailan. Right then they enjoy light. The only thing na one green pole now we don't put there. Right there na Kailan. You see, the pumu they talk here, everything say. They say, oh, don't count the poto. Until you understand, they call it pumu na the mende side. Poto na the termine side. Then say, oh, don't put this one pole so. The next one, run with the car on. So, the one pole on you lights na Kailan. Ibi. But we pray God, let this one not be promise or camouflage for the people na Kailan. Because, we possibly don't tell where they are about pan some today, just go put them. You don't angry till you put it in no so the smell and not able for put it inside, but it's painful, oh, it's painful. So do a beg that light say una make le reach. Where that pumi don't say le run a beg, yeah? Guess what?
Come on.
I'll go Russia quick now. How about that? Let's go inside Russia.
You sure the flight not left where?
It's like say the padiem now the padiem they can bump. Foreign Affairs Minister don't begin work out border. You know that are the first set of people you go meet. We had students then waiting inside Russia and they go talk to. Bomba padiem. This guy he really know how to do things. Sabi?
But you say if now you say take a lecture idea also no get answer.
Sheki not try yo. Sheki not try at all. Papa Sheki.
We see outside the Thai cow.
Now they eat. Not right. This man, any side and put ice a bit there.
But you say.
Then say, who's tight say fall most leg.
Now the man I help caretaker for one of the qualification. So recipe say for if I enjoy, man, now pay back time.
It do about 16 minutes or so, or more than that one day. Talk we do, but we take small seconds, and I want to listen to the end of the seconds where it talk about something, a very big question he ask, and I need you for answer that particular question there, because the thing where it talk, it just start like say, it just define himself and the government. Let me listen to this short one quick when we come back just now.
So I'm here today to share with you our perspectives. That as you finish your studies here, for those of you who are Sierra Union, that no one can change your environment. No one can change your country. No one can take you from one stage of development to the other, but yourself. It is our responsibility. And that is what Frantz Fanon once said, the Algerian French philosopher. Each generation must discover its mission, either fulfill it or betray it. Today is our generation. Your generation will be here. Today is our generation. Your generation will be here. So I'm here today to share with you our perspectives. That as you finish your studies here, for those of you who are Sierra Union, that no one can change your environment. No one can change your country. No one can take you from one stage of development to the other, but yourself. It is our responsibility. And that is what Frantz Fanon once said, the Algerian French philosopher. Each generation must discover its mission, either fulfill it or betray it. Today is our generation. Your generation will be here.
You get them?
Loud and clear, brother.
Good. You get them? They say you fulfill it or you betray it. Now just two words no more. Fulfill or betray. For me, your country go move. For your generation go move from one place to another. And left now you earn. For you fulfill or betray. So now, with development in our country, people them like this, then they fulfill with aspiration for we move from one side to another, or then they betray that we trust, say we for develop by force. I will gladly for you for me, but before that, please share this program, and then not forget for giving you reaction, likes, okay? Plenty people they watch right now, but I know some that they enjoy so much that you're not able to like it. Please, not forget the like. We're very much interested in that like rate. Now the only thing I know they take from you, yeah, like we program, we will appreciate and so much, and then you share them for we, okay? All right. So my brother, let's go to you quick one. Fulfill or betray? This people them like this.
Betray.
Then they fulfill them or then they betray we right now.
This now objective. Betray.
Then A or B.
Yes. Betray.
A or B?
B.
B. What you remember? What you make him what bad?
You know, I still they begin with caretaker in prayer. May God give we people them we get this country at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Caretaker. Me also like caretaker. Sometimes it lie, but sometimes he can talk the truth. Two things. Two sides they can talk the truth. way in common swear account, swear challenge. Say people that will not get this country at let go begin federal. Swear they also don't begin disgrace. I let them for that too. Now caretaker back come and talk and say let God give it. Indeed, but I don't know why normally God not they give it on serious politicians then we had. And when you find out the one they always talking and boast of them PhD, what we describe for the PhD. Now like it's so unserious and criminal now we had past anything else. The people this we look how I use the word gentle. This we politician with people they come and talk about perspective. They come and talk about generation. Yes, this not the young generation. Waiting they get for bring to it. Now damage. The young generation with people now damage. Because for modern people they them bunch themselves, some of them don't in a diaspora. Even I don't know who's kind of building where even cheap where they just pin tick. You use palm lift them. You put on people that sleep there, some of them guys are not get. But being that now them be the support caretaker small way he said the take boss when he succeed and make sure for bring all them people here. We will be feel say now people that will get the know-how for can't deliver because they don't live now white man country. So many things they will say that we don't copy that they can implement now we had. But hello, me people now big no. Then people are not able to do nothing. When they come, waiting they can embark on now kapu, thief, rikishi and other things there. This man where they na the screen so now be the chief minister. So they pull her from one enjoyment sector to another enjoyment sector. Now the PADM don't begin. We know them. Now this same PADM be make caretaker know they sit down one place. See they can might take PADM, he take flight, he go boy, he get PADM because the country the way they call. We don't see nothing commodity, so we not be get better proof something at the end they go. This man talk about responsibility, the people there. But we can tell you now, if you now listen carefully to the why the speech where they can give out to we didn't really know who said any drivers. Responsibility. And when you talk of responsibility, it just tell like you get it picking at us. If they go school. You right? Now for support them, for make you become the person where everybody go and see tomorrow now in society. It don't go for go meet the with brothers and with sisters them out there we go learn the Lily and Natty book. You they talk say now the responsibility, then people are getting qualification tomorrow that they glad for camp or they know they go no sir. The one day wait there now we have for we get bomber qualification, we get bomber degree them. Different papers them. Una not able make them realize about the suffer or they don't suffer first for the education, meaning for even get them a better job. And especially una the style on account with people that know they are for talk about tribal, but there are people that they push people more to talk with it that they do. Mostly if you not to go for me succeed right now we are not possible. And even inside the God themselves, they sideline other one them. Because it don't mean say when you not go, we not all for dance to the same tune.
Okay.
This man, I just lands 30 seconds before that.
Okay.
So if you can't promise there with brothers and sisters they are, say now una responsibility when they're waiting, when I will make them not able to go out today. Waiting at the word of hope. Or waiting at the work of hope. What I don't do right now, so the one that first will then get a qualification, and when they inside the country, before the camp promise, the one that will not come out it. Over to you, brother.
So I think me the only question why they ask, you know, normally it's just obvious, say, when you get something in your mind, for example, you don't get allegation against this person, yeah? Say this, you don't thief, then that same person they can talk to them before they talk about good things then. You know they take anything in, always they look and see paranormal. Not to this man they say don't thief. Not to this then say this. Not to this. You know they pay attention again wait till they talk. Because for that, it don't make sense. You know to that kind of person for talk to me. Now the same thing like where you get, for example, you woman or you girlfriend, yeah, you don't suspect them or they don't tell you say this you girlfriend so you don't cheat so. Then now they talk to you. You the again, but the thing where then you mind a different thing. You understand? It's just obvious. Or when something don't do, for example, you put something here, this thing don't loss. And the only person we come we make a loss now this person. Then this person now they can talk to you. You go they listen and no more, but that thing we don't missing. Yeah, now you always they think of. You understand? So I dey wonder now, whose moral on whose moral grounds with this particular man they do in talk the rights now. But anyway, this now we had for real. Shame not the rights now. All man they kicking game, any shame. You know one thing, if you listen or you watch a full video, it even try for make fun. Say where you be president or waiting, you hire me as consultant. They try for make fun, and amigo tell me price. Nobody no laugh, nobody no clap. The thing not interesting.
No.
Because all waiting and see, all waiting and hearing, now this thief man and he talk to me. Now that day, even when an allegation, now so people and they allege, but now that day they can't pause in mind. But
of course.
Law just left down there. Waiting a while do now quick. Let me go to with small brother them back from the Albert Academy. Then don't do another very strong poem. Yeah, where we feel say is very, very important. So let me just take with time and watch this one quick when they come back just now, yeah? Short one.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers and listeners out there again. Today I will be going straight to the poem, and when you have it, please don't keep it all by yourself. Share it, it's a message.
Hold on. Yes, let's just get them up for you. Let you see them. And now, just one for the voice no more. The picture no one can. And not for be so. But power and for see you if it's. Yes, and all the one that we take part in this particular thing they face for sure. Because then the land, then you know, then the therefore do something very, very good. If only the big one they can listen. Some of them voice their way, then begin come up. So I hope so themselves then will be positive for the country. Anyway, let me watch. I will come back just now. Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers and listeners out there again. Today I will be going straight to the poem, and when you have it, please don't keep it all by yourself. Share it, it's a message. I start with the poem title, Serial Negligency. So serial negligency, now we need to stand to show forth our intelligence. For decades we have been in negligency because we failed to put our development into one of our emergency. Guys that are carrying the title His Excellency are failing to invest in their own country. Guys that are having the authority are investing in another man's country just for their own personal convenience. Oh, serial negligency. After our votings and the international body's approval, now they are acting like cannibals, treating us like animals, just to steal our minerals. And when we call them criminals, they make us prisoners, just because they think they are special. But to God, we are all equal, and we are waiting for the time that is eventual. Then they will know that it is better to be accurate and not to be punctual. Thank you.
Ready?
God bless you, my brother. God bless you. You know, I feel shocked. Honestly speaking, I feel shocked. When this young boy read this poem, I feel shocked. Because it just sounds like where it try for cheat people and we're not able to understand the things them where they go on now we had. For make they able to understand saying that this they go on now we had. When you listen to the words of the young man, now all waiting they affect we, it just pack, and not to say that present things them where they affect we right now, it just pack, it make a point. A very brilliant point. a poem, sorry. You know, if only I can talk, I'll pray they're able to give this young man chance, which is start so may able to continue, because we know the government will get right now. As they begin feel say this boy they able to deliver things the way people can get for they can't listen, where they affect them. The next thing, now for let them go meet the teacher, they want them, hey, then talk them, they will know how you do. They don't kill the boy spirit. So I think that we will allow them, may continue to start so. But always in the talk now, waiting, we man the deep and the rights now in the inside this poem. Yeah.
Okay, I think I just feel say we go listen to that no more and we do the right thing, because it's just too strong, and exactly like what you say, exactly what they happen and then put into this kind of poem where they give it so. I want to say something out of the box.
Go on, myself get something for say out of the box.
Yeah, and not get for do any of the topic then. But I want to talk to with viewers then quick. With qualification where we get, like me, I not get NPSC results safe. NPSC, I not get them. But I'll tell you something. We can't take her. We sit down and ask for 5 minutes. And they bull past 30 them. And they bull 1. I not get NPSC. We can't take her. I get masters, PhD, when no ever write down. We go sit down, me and caretaker for we waiting. I mean, no disrespect. Or some of you where they come and talk. We sit down also for talk. I go able to express myself very well. And then you go left na the water like heavy lead. So when you come, we not stand call anybody for come. If you feel say waiting with do my so, you think say it makes sense, stay with we. If you feel say it don't make sense, pack your bundle and go. Yeah? Like where that woman been talk no more. No man, this man, no, not to him pay me, one can dance me. This not to him pay me school fee. Then one can ask me for my qualification. I NPSC. You not pay me school fee, one can ask me.
No.
You cannot listen to we go. Nobody not saying.
It's very simple, my brother. Now the way they can send. But like we talk about before they can ask you, make it ask caretaker, make a picture of who they take exams.
Because me, pan this school business now this country, yeah. Then they tell me about PhD every day, but the PhD is not PhD.
Now buy they buy paper.
The PhD don't give a PhD. But all the PhD they get, we know the move, idea self, we know the float. Then they can ask me for qualification, but now NPSC now.
Left the Mumulo proceed.
Yeah, I'll move to the next level.
Of course, with people, they say we have plenty thinking before they jump to the next topic of the day. Now we don't mind the idol as they can come. Then I send them, they send them. And as they send them, I just want to talk to we family members them now. Something they go on now we WhatsApp group them from these 2 days, where it's very important for me we inform now for some of now we don't know. At first we get numbers the way they come now we WhatsApp group, something na Ghana number, something na Nigeria. So we not able to know them. People are like, where I know whether they send okay kind of comment section below. As we can always tell now, wait till they talk now, we get 95% of them where they against them. So they can go all out for try for put you down, but not they able. Somebody be come and they send things them where we people they don't want to see that na day before yesterday. We try for block this person. Now waiting some other person don't do on the same person we don't know. He makes sure for go open a WhatsApp group where he use we own name we had. What thing they do inside this WhatsApp group, they message people, they PV them for tell them things that we no necessary or things that we know they tell people themselves. Waiting at them things that they try for scam people and people only listen. You were in that village. I mean, they try for crook people in the name of we your YouTube channel we now we have. So do ya with family members then. If anybody send you message say impossible don't die or this, he need this or he get program, we now know we number. And if we change that number today, we announce and I say we don't change them. Because maybe because we give a number, somebody they block number, go replace them to EU number back in the call now. So anytime una want talk to me directly or una want investigate about any information when somebody send now na message box them, una call me na WhatsApp number for make sure say now we una they talk to. Right now get them but could they attack we all side, but we need to make una know for tomorrow bye. Una thank you very much.
But then people allow go back to in the PhD. Now they don't get PhD. Okay, let's say they get PhD. Somebody they tell you say bakery safe they don't get. They're not able to build bakery safe. All the sense we don't get. You know, this make I go back. I hate for talk this, but I'll talk and quick. We caretaker sit down, they tell you not be caretaker, it's na BBC Radio 3. Then they interview them. For explain about certain common things them, they present herself we no be part of it, and feel embarrassed for himself. We make him interview him. Now, me I prefer la get me NPSC so sometimes I go able for express myself better.
But all about education, I think say you read it right, you talk, you will deliver.
Now common sense, education are common sense.
So if the one that they can't talk for deliver self na problem, we get the archives, we get them in videos in our archive. For make a whole sentence, no mistake, ever happen in the history of we had.
Before
so
that
now they can't talk, we know it's not talk.
Before that they go begin to watch na the ceiling for see if the right and
like you just say can't embarrass yourself, honestly.
Okay, let's move here. Let's go now Kaila quick. Usai they don't begin old people and because they talk few words them. Let's just watch this one here. Some of you don't watch and below watch and back and see what they happen with regards this particular thing where they do na Kaila on, yeah. If you watch, we can show you this particular thing where Politico now do this report and then simply they tell we say the issue we been there between a man where it be the try for say let them how they call this thing. Let them call caretaker bio because he want for talk to and caretaker bio need for apologize. He need for repent because he don't commit sin. So this man here, they don't send and go down 4 months. They say let go now warning no more than game. 4 month warning. So now any show. And just get 4 months no more for let go down. But in this case, they say for insulting, but me not think say na insult Sunday, but by the, you can watch this particular video here. Let you see exactly waiting day inside there. Because me not feel say na insult this, rather the person just talk waiting he feel. He just talk waiting he feel. But let's just watch and quick. Because it go really nicely we see waiting he say after this verdict. He go court, and then finally then say let go down, let go wait. Now we are though things that they happen from all angles right now. The only thing we will say,
oh my God.
You yourself get for be very, very careful how you do things them. If not to then they and how they work out well like supposed for work. How on earth person will just come and talk say these are the things that way you don't do. And this thing I like you, but I like me country pass you. I want to talk to you because you don't do this thing, Me I like man of your passport, but I like me salon. Because you're not me America. Man of your and Mrs. Fatima Bio, they don't come missing. And me want to talk before them. And not only one people that begin to suffer from that thing, they don't get idea of it.
They do in this country.
Do ya? Una sign on social media, una video me na mother Saliakane. President, you know me, it's having me very well. They say why you don't commit, I want for talker. If they arrest me, what are they tell them no more? Let them make a appear. If I talk, me not allow no leader again for police alone. Man, they will let you pass now. They will let you. But if you do what you want, me not go allow you, man, to do something where we are working the whole situation, where we are working the whole salon.
See, now, this is the heart of Kenema City Council. The heart of Kenema City. Na Anga Road, Komema Road, and United Belgium Sellers Ground. The heart of Kenema.
I want to see them because they don't commit sin. They don't do what they have worked with salon forever.
They don't do what they have about with SFPG forever. Yes.
Wow. Very weird. So, my people are waiting me, they talk over this one is, I'm not able to understand who say the people want to take this country. I'm not able to know what other people have the intention towards we, the peaceful citizens of this country. Waiting the judiciary itself don't become folly and childish in the way that thinks them, where therefore even look into, they know they look into them. I want to ask una we followers them, una we family members them, sorry, we not get followers them now. Waiting at the insult according to the charge where they charge this man at court.
Then say insult.
Waiting at the insult. Now they say waiting at the insult where you don't insult your uncle.
Because he tell me uncle say he don't commit sin. He need for repent.
So because we not go school. Una we go school and help we.
Because as
far
as I'm concerned, you know for tell our day to we caretaker na fitiai.
But why we get a government when not they allow people them for talk of their rights? Why?
Nah, man.
What is so special about this caretaker where people not for talk what it affects them?
If
why?
Na how they call Salia na one. Where that other one abo?
So Usai, I don't understand. What is a caretaker intention really in this country?
Enough for make nobody not get mind for talk to him.
The what is special where they are for oppose them. Whilst he be they oppose the highest and the hardest back in the days.
Because now in the caretaker, wait till we don't tell people and for do nobody not for do to him. But me I not see waiting bad way this man talk. But just that, then they use this now as a warning, say anybody we want to talk anything, let no more sign place in don't place good day.
Now he make ask me brother for say no more you don't commit sin. Come and repent. We still like you.
No, but wait.
But if you not tell the truth, person will tell the truth.
Wait. Think something the way we need for take note of. You know say the same way this person talk. This talk Friday, just as he come up pray. Caretaker be back talk the same Friday. For meet up with independence, the Friday. You know what I think Caretaker be talking? He say, let we pray for let God give a good leader we get the country at heart. We go carry we go before. It just meet up. Remember we been combined all two? It just meet up say they were the very day and they all two talk. So Caretaker be just take offense say, me talk this, then talk this, then na fitiai. Why you for talk while they talk? You know sabi that word? You waiting at the talk, you talk, just shut up. The way I can make her fed up. And this do so.
But if you don't want the heat to meet you, not go near the kitchen.
Well, I didn't tell with that word. I don't begin take me uncle in word and so.
Hey, me brother.
You don't begin
because I wonder you as a politician, you be the oppose, you copy politicians them. The way you take seats now, you say everybody for turn mumu. So if this man say for make Yatika bill, he have to go repent, then go sentence and 4 months. May you will get you under. May you. You. May you they get me. Until this for repent number 4 months. The dirty bit was only for Kobo behind it. In a pass.
Some of them talk, you know, for the talk.
Okay, I don't set me much, but I just inform you for make you get at the back of your mind. You know the why they make you so pop.
If this man, how they call her, if lie go down 4 months for just say, caretaker bill don't commit sin. 4 months. We don't. We by way. We don't compile them, video them, powerful video them. Where they can fit it will not get sense. Where they can fit it will not get PhD. Thank God na NPS will get. They can take them PhD, then they can't talk today. Today then they talk this, then they forget. They will get PhD, then they forget it, and they don't talk this. Tomorrow they can't talk this.
Let me look up this guy.
Not to done no more. You see the mami sense of polymoth. He can sit down and Gambia. I talk this. We are reading fitting no more una dumbe. They can't before you can't talk back all that thing. Oh, take all two, put them together and it's shame. Thank God they vex. They
and the time begin they can at the comment section. Can vex.
Yes. How they call we? Winner APC.
APC propagandists them. They did at the comment section every day. They talk their own.
You see, not on waiting you think, not on waiting aware, now waiting they inside me heart. Eh? One day, yeah, you must know me true color. And tomorrow, also you must tell me say me na SLPP. Eh? You where they tell me Jesus say, una na this. Tomorrow I get for say, hey, una they try. So now make I can tell you where they pan clap for also right now. You get for how they call them? You get for get the hatto for strong for me top back holding tight up for the next generation.
The only way I feel say it will prevent that one day because we self not go left for the opposed or for the talk about bad things them. Like when caretaker we don't pray for we say that the prayer that day where we they pray, make God give it how they make you grab na social media for talk bad things. May God give it caretaker where we say anything we can see on nothing the way they make people happy, thing the way they make we all smile when they can't talk. Not to caretaker again, where they can make with the actually like how they act them so. Now that caretaker and prayer, let God make you all what time.
Amen.
And Fatima, you always swear, let God fix you and they will not be sorry for the country.
Amen. Okay, we move. Are we together?
We fly always, my brother.
Okay, so let me go now inside the APC. Let we see some squad waiting and get. Yeah. As former member of parliament, Honorable Ibrahim Bundu, been talk something very, very, very important. Listen to this fine where you go know the problem within the APC. We come back just now.
Peace in the party. Okay. And talk about the unity we will try for foster. Okay. Because that one day in paramount today. And make a open as follow. This morning I've been tweets. I say the peace in the APC party enough for be the responsibility of one person or a group of person or few. We mean say anybody will get the party, this party at heart, they get a responsibility for make it stand up and rise up, for speak to the powers, for speak true to comrades so that we'll be able to resolve this impasse amicably. Remember the APC party inside some people we feel agree then call themselves the NRM. Yeah. This battle don't start from 2019. This is 2021. Yeah. Principally, what happened we make this particular impasse don't take because we just think say this impasse if for solve between the one that we make the plaba. Yeah. A lot of people in the APC party they not really understand a lot of things. What I mean? There are so many organs in the party. So many organs in the party. One of them, we are the bigger one, are the National Delegate Conference. The second one, are the National Advisory Committee, where beaucoup people know as NAC. The other one, are the National Committee. And the next one, are the National Executive Committee. I can bet you 90% of the membership of our party, they don't know the other organs like the National Committee and the National Executive Committee and their attendant roles and responsibility to the party and even the composition. So when you don't know, and these particular organs not been the function for the longest period. There are only two organs now people that know na the APC, the NAC and the convention. I make here they say NAC don't meet, then they go convention. It happen na put local, they go bring plaba. This second term back, they say NAC don't meet and in an emergency, then don't extend the time. The national executive then time. NAC don't meet, then don't. What about the other organs? We get other stakeholders. We include parliamentarians, we include district chairmen, we include constituency chairmen, membership from the Women's Congress, membership from the Youth League, all they want and they now the constitution of the APC, not to make up thing. But people, the only organs the way they know, now NAC convention, that's now the genesis of the plaba. Because when somebody don't know, the grassroots, most of them, they don't know. So me go encourage them for read the constitution, for let them know say. Because you see, like, look how they make the country. Huh? You get the executive, you get the judiciary, you get the legislature. The executive, the national committee, if you look in composition and in function there, now like the parliament of the party, now almost over 100.
Maybe that committee not get too much power and that make people not seem for the pay more attention.
Definitely, I entreat you or I encourage you for read the constitution. You can day before me now get so much powers. Now, like the parliament of the party, where if that particular organ they not deactivate them, I know that they head them, are the chairman and leader and the secretary general. The other organ, now the chairman and leader and the secretary general. But why are they always calling NAC? From NAC to convention, why they not call themselves then? That tells you the conversation about the issues affecting the party are limited to a few. So they are bound to be problems.
But that same committee, the members that were still into that committee, they also did to the NAC committee, where the political party members then believe they take the final decision in terms of any engagement at the party.
I will talk about then two organs and they then get a wider composition. The NAC, all the membership of the NAC are members appointed by the leader and chairman, appointed or selected by the leader and chairman. Whereas NEC, as long as you are a member of parliament, where people elect you automatically by statutory, you are a member. The Women's Congress, after you have been elected, representatives of the Women's Congress, 30 members, then for then the national executive. Representative of the Youth League, 30 members, then for they as members of that. I make I say I encourage members for me to read, then they are very important. Then constitution here, what you want to argue, you want to talk about real, sincere politics, go to the rules and regulations. Because you know they go wrong. Which are they talk now? I know they talk and so honorable will feel. Now so the law say. So these are the things we will they talk about. If we understand them from that perspective, a lot of the blabber way there. So therefore, keeping the other organs of this party silent, definitely it don't create problem. For 2 years, experience a party like the APC who gets fracas with young men of our party who know even put them together. Excuse me. That's a mark of serious failure. Where are the moral guarantors of the party who are members of this? Where are they? Because then Sidon they believe say now only NAC. And NAC now the appointees of the leader and chairman. So any decision we then take there, but if a decision is reached at national committee, we say you get a wider representation. A decision is reached where you also have the national executive committee where you have a wider representation. I am sure when it goes to NAC, where he is also the chairman, things will not, a decision will not be taken the way they are being taken.
Well, of course, people, we don't listen to what we former honorable can't tell we na EYV. which, if only he left to me opinion, most of the things them way he talk, it make a whole lot of sense. If I can come back to waiting with family members, then I can ask we say, as APC na the main opposition and na the main opposition we popular right now we are the way people expect say they for can take power, then they pass some kind blow themselves, some kind ala sonko way other people don't even afraid now if really they mean serious for 2023 with the things them way the former honorable Bundu Naya can talk na AYV. I feel say if really the people right now they knock chest then a grassroots then listing and then go by their rules them where they get their constitution where they get according to waiting the former honorable can talk now. I feel say then people are not able to solve their little problems them where they get. As the outline I say they get organs them na the APC party and inside it they get different group them. Who say they get NAC, they get national committee according to them, they get national executive committee according to them. So many committee them inside it. So I drag you back to the talk he always talk see we had. And we'll say we had, you get leader. When you say we had, when the leader know that you get people away where they take responsibility of the yard for make it be clean, for make it be renovated, for make everything go normal now we had. Now something like that, honorable they talk now. Me say for the talk, I do believe say in any organization or party, or political party, me people them, you get committee there where it be say where something happen, now therefore tire now before una pull them out. But according to the honorable Naya, we able to learn something. See, most of them people already take the party in court. Now freshers them not the party, and not even being freshers, they're not able to follow the rules for make them able to read the constitution, for make them know waiting at the pillars them we hold them as party members. Waiting at what they mean. From 2019, then people like get case there from with the NRM go to court. They first for that case they come out, they give a chance for go to convention. You know, write it. We see another gentleman from USA sue the party back in a court. Mind you, party where people they cry say the above say now they for take power. Now na registration time. They still have fed force inside they blow themselves. Nobody know it 20 days after. And then if una don't parent fight there, una get NAC, una get all the committees there where the former honorable don't corner. So for say the committee they are not able to put the house in order until una go to court, where una really know the government where we dey on right now. Now then they decide waiting for happen at court. Then they first they don't want to make no party exist now in country. Then they first they don't want to let nobody where they oppose them, including maybe God also don't exist now the country. Don't let kind people and the una as a party they take una case go hand over na the hand. Where it be say the magistrate or the judge now just a phone call from the caretaker saying so I want make una handle this case. So really to me, I feel say if APC then disorder, they forget committee the way for put them in order. But if they feel say by going to court, now my opinion, the people then please forgive me if I hurt anybody. If they feel say by going to court now in they solve the problem of their party, to me, I feel say now by this government get for mass then say by the time they are aware see all way till this today now nonsense, it don't make sense. It's too late for them. Then go sit on a bench back to 2028 if they don't take the time. I'll find you, my brother.
Okay, so and May one for go down now. First of all, before I count that thing, I want to count. So a quick one on this issue. I can always like for do comparison. One time in the way, the time way I've been the work with BBC Media, we do a program we say, if the opposition effective, that's at the time way APC be in a power. Waiting make that question then become because the opposition, main opposition by then when I be SLPP be very dormant, just like our APC very dormant right now. And then they get some small chamot inside the party. You know, where we make them focus on the infighting and forget about the bigger picture, where now the national issue of the day. So, it's not different from waiting to happen. So, but for me, in my opinion, I think say if you look, because the government, the opposition, and they've been pay attention by infighting, they miss plenty things them. And then now they don't be the member of the government, and then you see say most of the things the way they don't miss because they miss and they're not able to focus and know what thing they happen. So the same thing with this. If APC 2 years, then still left and court case, fet. The question now is, then we're able to be a very good government for we go make we not cry. If then be, you know, then form the next government, then we're able to be that good government for we. We be don't see the case where most time we be don't say it at first say this kind of way SLPP this with them. It's not easily they win the election. No. But I know one thing, when the people, the voters them say they get tired of certain system, nothing or they change them, you to go. When the last government been they misbehave, then they do things that will not be go down well with people. People be don't begin cry. Remember, angry boku, other things them, the economy then make them go into austerity. People then vex. And then the opposition by then use that small opportunity there, and then they use them say they're able to settle the problem of people. Now they vote them in, and when they vote them in, now then they tell me say not to like what you think. Saloon people for left or they think that way they say there is no quick fix to anything, you know. Now then they tell you say price control not to government. So now I can always tell you say when you talk, remember the people first. Not think of your selfish desire so much that you mislead the people them. And now when the people turn out for begin ask you question, you begin to left for say you na Bruno for begin they cough them. When person talks say you don't do this, you don't commit sin, you the next thing I follow you send and say let go wait 4 months. This now we had it happen. Now let us go back to the APC. Inside the sonko they right now. You know that sonko eh? The alala. What's the other word? Wait for sonko. You get it right? Interpretation. What's the exact word?
Pass that video.
Wait, sonko alala. Okay, then get the other thing. Anyway, confusion they inside the right now. They don't know, we can say they don't look no the left from the right now. They just they go. Now let's look at this projection where we do so. Sylvia post this because one time in day, let I explain them first before I read exactly, or let I read them before I explain. If I can read exactly what it say, let me, I read them small and then interpret here and tell you what the exact thing. This not Sylvia Blyden or like a Blyden, I post them, yeah? Now, it say, let me be very clear. Alfred, that's not Alfred Peter Conteh, we been carrying the party this BNTM after NRM. He carried and go to court, APC party. He say Alfred asked Justice Fisher to withdraw permission which Fisher had given to APC convention to go on. So basically, when he been carry the party in a court, and then been give the party injunction, but they make them very flexible. What did they say? Then say the party for go on with the convention, but the NAC executive not for play key role inside it, not for be part of that convention day. And when you talk about the NAC executive, the two first people that we kind of in mind, now the former caretaker, Anes Baikuruma, and then party secretary general. What's his name? Yansane.
Yansane?
And other one, then we form the executive, not for be part of farm. So, in other words, the party for being gone with the convention. But now, Alfred make another new application. Let me listen what he said. He said now, Alfred asked for a block of APC convention and for Fisher to instead look into main case, which is whether Ernest Koroma and executives are even legitimate. So, now, Alfred don't make a new application to the court where Fisher na in the head that particular sitting day, na in charge of that sitting day. Okay? He said now the court for block the APC convention. In other words, the convention not for go on at all. And he said we so say Fisher for again look into the case where it can go proper. That is to say, if the former caretaker and the executive of APC then still legitimate. That means if the term of office not still expire it and if it's for still go on. This not the latest thing we come up. So plenty people will be come up and say, no, this don't go aside. And then Alfred don't say, let the convention go on and all of these things. So now this not the latest thing we then do. Okay? I don't know. What do you think about this? But as with the talk safe, I understand say Alfred or return back to Usai Komot, America? Yeah.
As soon as say
Alfred or return back America and they don't do this bombshell. Remember I say this BNTM, then they go knock the head in the APC office because Alfred been go for go all meeting day where some issue been come up there. So Alfred don't do this strong something and he don't go back. And when courts don't put injunction, nothing will happen until they're able for settle listing. But now I go back to Honorable Ibrahim Bundu. He say, waiting at the exact word way he used pan the APC. I want to read the exact word way Alfred used. Yeah. Pardon me for that. The exact word way he used. Just forgive me for that. I want to see the exact word again where I call him Bundu use. Yeah. Alfred. Basically, it is say in a shame for lay then they 2 years. You know, NRM and other people, young people inside the party, 2 years. Then they fight, and then the big one, they're not able to come. The moral guarantors, they're not able to come and settle this case. So, this make a transform this thing again, say, if them big one, they will get the idea, because now that's exactly say, they experience APC for going to this kind of thing. 2 years, they never for settle them, then a problem. Then I feel say, yes, now a big, very big problem. If all man they make big man, all man they make no, I not for meet this, I not for meet this. Certain time and they then say this word there where you can tell me say certain time and you get for lucky eye bet fat futenti.
Yeah.
You know for just to care about waiting. We not say big man and then waiting, but sometimes and you just need for look at certain things them and say no. Let this thing go on the way how it's supposed to go. You understand, eh? So, but as it is now, I don't know what's not the problem, and this not the latest thing we don't come up. But I'm glad again for you. I really don't know, because right now, instead of them the day pan fighting, they're supposed to pay attention pan the workers' opposition for make sure say them be the real yai for watch the government waiting and they do. But rather, APC now they do their work instead. The social media don't take up like where they watch now waiting the government to do and other people them. So apart from that so the big question now, the APC party don't really ready for take up the next government. It left to you for answer and it left to them for fix their oath. If not, I'm afraid SLPP still continue with whatever in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, whatever. Remember, say APC get SLPP get plan for 75 years, as they can say. So he left to you now for no waiting we want for do. If you not serious, okay. If you not serious again, okay, no problem. I think we the people then we know what we want, yeah. And we're not ready for put anybody we not serious again, because this kind of example we don't get to right now from the new direction. I don't think say we're ready for going to that. The sufferness beaucoup. So APC the misfortune with the pan, they how they call it again. Then some connect with the pan. Please, they're not the mix with it again. We don't tire for suffer in this country. Yeah. Yeah, the border. I left the ball game now. So they can wind up.
Well, I think you don't say I'm all myself don't give me own opinion. He left to with family members, them which they think of then kind naba some quality how they happen, as people expect much from this main opposition party when are APC. But they're going to talk no more right now, they don't lose focus. People they cry, the foul when they play them, which now them they above say they for come and advocate for people, come and defend people, but no, then they all no get nothing for do with them. They don't get interest over that, per se. What they get interest on is who that want be president, who that want be flag bearer. They forget for being one green person, and they choosing one from God. But so far so good with people them, and now the issues there we get for Una today. We always they tell Una plenty thank you for the time, the efforts, everything Una they put on for make this channel go before. As I tell Una just now, I will left Una with this word back. Do ya make we be careful from the scammers them we don't come now we WhatsApp group them for cancer for fraud people them. If somebody send you any information, use we name or you see any WhatsApp group we add you, try for confirm that from we as we number day out where we can use now the program Blue Mind. If we change the number day, immediately we change them, we go announce the new one back to Una. But for now, we don't change it now with the use. So far so good. Me when they talk to you, me na Bible couple from the north. I love Una, my family members them, and I'll continue for love Una as long as we fight for the truth, as long as we fight for save Mama Salon, as long as we fight for make we picking them, not suffer this kind of sufferness. We, me and you, they suffer right now we are. Until we meet again tomorrow, now the same channel, the same time. I go left for say Tata. I love Una. Una, thank you.
And quickly for me on the registration, somebody be ask question if them where they na the diaspora, if they go make provision for them. Yes, provision there for you for any time where you come na the yard. You know, you will go with your document for sure say you been there out of the country, and then able for verify your particulars, and then make sure say them update them, yeah. So anytime where you come, you can go na NCRA office and then they can do that for you. Now the quick one, not say plenty people don't go, but we go try for bringing this information again to you tomorrow. For the who that not be don't get them, let them get them, yeah. So if you did na the diaspora, yes, rest assured, according to the information we'll get, you will get chance for you register anytime. No, yes, register or verify anytime where you come, yeah. So we want to tell you plenty thank you. God bless you. And the one that always they come and call we APC, we appreciate you. The one that way they support we appreciate you. The one that way they ask for we NPSC certificates, we appreciate you. But I think it's a mistake. Some of you not get even bad certificate before you talk about NPSC. Yeah? So now use that there against we. A big, yeah? The one that we get PhD, then don't lost idea, then don't lost track. So they are left we. If we not get bad certificate, or some of we something about certificate number we get. So no use certificates for threatening we. They are the big. Yeah? Then we use with common sense for do things we go the right way rather than we get PhD and then we lost track. Yeah? Until we meet again in another edition of the program, one for say God bless you and get yourself a wonderful night or day or morning. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.